Assalamu alaikum. Today I found some moose meat in the store, so I'm gonna make some meatballs and some sauce with it, with some pasta. What I have here is I have some garlic, I have the meat, I have some blue cheese, I have eggs, and that's what's gonna make the base of the meatballs. Then I have some crushed tomatoes, that's gonna be the sauce, and I have some spaghetti. And I'm gonna put the onions in the sauce. So we're just gonna start up with getting the meat out in it. This is like 400 grams. So we're gonna throw in 400 grams of minced meat. There we go. I'm gonna throw in the eggs. If you have some breadcrumbs, you can use that as well to make it firmer. But I think with this, like, if you're not using moose meat, that is not cracking. So here we go. And we're dropping in 2 eggs. There we go. This is not the best bowl to do it in, but it is what it is. Now we got some of the shelling, that's fine. Just fish it out. Then we put in some of the garlic, not all of it. So we put in maybe 2/3. This is, I don't know, like 2 garlics or something. That's a good amount. Throwing some seasoning. What I have here is I have rosemary and thyme. Just gonna go in ham with this. Rosemary here. There. And then some of this blue cheese, which I'm just gonna crush in like this. This you don't need a lot of because this is very strong flavor, so you don't want to overwhelm it. That's good. Then wash my hands so I can throw this back in the fridge. And the next step is mix it all up. And I don't know if you can see it well. You can probably see it very well. What's happening? I'm gonna clean this up first. Because I made a big mess. It's whatever. Cut. And now, the best way to mix is with your hands. So that's what we're gonna do. Just like this. So you get it into one big mixture. Just go ham in it, you know. And when the mixture is like, it's a unified mixture, then you start making the balls. So this is gonna require a bit more mixing. I don't have any bowl to put this in, which is kind of an issue. I need to fix that soon. It's just a bit more mixing. Get all the egg in. If you're using breadcrumbs or flour, get all of that in. But as you can see, it's now getting more homogenic. It's a unified mix now. So I can start rolling it soon. It becomes almost doughy like this, which is what you want to have. And since it's moose meat, it means that it doesn't need to be well done. It can be a bit medium. Now we need to grab something to put this. This will do. Yep, now I'm ready to roll it in the balls. It's a bit sticky, it's fine. So you don't want to make too big balls, because then it will take longer for them to be cooked. So you want to make kind of smaller ones, just like in your palm. And just as many as you can get. And these are a bit chunky because I didn't slice the garlic into like very small pieces. It's completely fine because it doesn't need to be. I don't need to make perfectly round balls anyway. It's good enough like this. Once I've rolled these, I'm gonna throw this in the oven for around 15 minutes in 225. You can do more if you make bigger balls, or if they need to be more than one. This is actually a bit too big. Let's separate it in two. There we go. You don't necessarily need to use an oven to make meatballs. You can also make them on a pan. It's perfectly acceptable. But since I'm making out of 400 grams, I don't think my pan will fit. No, I don't think it will fit all of this. So it's simpler for me to do it in the oven. That's why I'm doing it this way. My meat is very sticky like this because I have a lot of egg, more than you should need. If you're using flour, you only need one egg. But I'm not using flour and I'm doing double egg, which means it's very sticky. It also could be that it's moose meat. I've not made moose meatballs in quite some time, really. So I'm going to split it into two. Can probably fit in like this. So now my meatballs, gonna throw them in the oven, and yeah, then I'm gonna start making the sauce. But Shiba, yeah, once they're in the oven, I'll show what the next step is after that. But Jesus Christ! All right. Hold on. Okay, the balls have been in the oven for a while. I've heated up the onions and the garlic in the pan. I'm gonna throw in the crushed tomatoes and seasoning. Then I'm gonna put it under a lid for a while with medium-low heat while I'm waiting for the pasta to be ready. Pasta should be ready in a few minutes. So looks like 6-7 minutes. The balls will be ready to serve. I'm gonna throw the balls in here to add a flavor to the sauce as well. But yeah, this is just basically waiting up for stuff to happen. This is not very active cooking. There's the tomato, add some seasoning to it, whatever you want. I'm gonna put in some basil, some salt and some pepper. Nothing too fancy. It's a lot of basil, so whatever. Let me flavor it down here. Salt. And some pepper. More. There we go. Okay. Mix it up. So now we're going to lower it on a 2. Put a lid on. Actually, look at these things first. They're just gonna sit there. Pasta's gonna be ready soon. Then we'll just wait for the balls, add them in, and I'll resume when we add them in. Alright, the balls should be should be ready now. So we're grabbing them out of the oven. Oh, they smell so fucking good. Jesus Christ. Oh, actually, I got. Okay, then we're gonna throw them in for a bit into the pasta sauce, so they soak up some of the flavor and they actually give some flavor as well. I'm gonna throw them in for like a few minutes. I don't know, 5 maybe, 3. We'll see. We'll see. This is not an exact science. And if you can see all of this shit here, you should throw it in as well. Some extra flavor. I think that's a mixture of, yeah, that's some cheese with the fat from the moose meat. So that's gonna add some nice flavor. Yeah, there we go. Good. We're just gonna mix it up a bit. Oh, it's gonna be there for a few minutes, and then we're gonna present the food. Alright, they've been sitting there for 5 minutes, just simmering it in, mixing with the flavors of the sauce. So now it's just time we just pour it in, bro. Put on the shit. So I'm just gonna mix it up a bit, throw it on the spaghetti. This is not the fastest food to make, so if you're in a hurry, it's not probably the best idea to do this, but you know, this is pretty nice. There we go. Alright. There we go. So, some moose meatballs, some pasta sauce, some spaghetti. It's really easy, and it's uber good, okay? I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. Hopefully not a year again, but it is what it is, bro. Alright, bye.